Are you feeling green? You feeling good? I hope so. On today's show, we are going to be making vegetables, green vegetables. We're going to empower you right in your kitchen. All right, we are going to get started with making our green food today. Feeling a little green? Well, let's get you energized. That's right. You know, everybody is on, or at least should be on, improving their health and lifestyle. And I want you to be a part of that too. So today, I've chosen a show that's all vegetables. And we're just going to take a few of those, and I'm going to show you how you can create a few dishes from it. Now, you're looking at that kiwi and saying, that's not a veggie. Okay, so we have a fruit, and we have tomatilla, another fruit. There we go. All right, so I've got the pan on, and we're gonna drizzle a little, let's go tomato basil. You know, I normally use garlic infused, but fret not, the oil is garlic infused as well. All right, so we're just gonna drizzle a little in the pan, and the pan is hot. We're gonna start with our kale. And the reason I'm starting with the kale is because I'm gonna keep the kale separate so we can plate it separate. Now, kale is sort of like king in the veggie world right now, or queen in the veggie world right now. And it's because it's so good for you. I do kale smoothies at home. I add kale to most of my dishes. So it's also queen in my house. All right, so I'm just gonna stir that up for a little bit. Now, we're not gonna do too much salt and pepper because there's gonna be a little glaze at the bottom of this, all right? So we're just pinching a little bit, and let me get that out of the pan. There we are. I know. All righty. That smells really, really good. Ooh. Should I? Okay. All right, so next we are going to drizzle just a little bit more oil. And we're going to add in the onions. Now, the only thing you want to make sure that you don't add in first is garlic, because the garlic burns quickly and easily, and then it gives you like a bitter taste. Now, we just want to cook these just till they're slightly translucent, which it appears they are. Let me turn my burner down. And I'm going to add in the celery. Celery is another wonderful, wonderful, wonderful vegetable for you. A lot of health benefits when you eat celery. I typically throw celery in just about everything, even if I put it in my boiling water for my pasta or my rice, and then I take the celery out and do whatever I was going to do with the pasta and rice, because the health benefits are just astronomical with celery. So we have our celery in there. That's looking really good. We're gonna add in now, these are just small dice or small cut haricot vert. Now, you say they look like green beans to me, and they are. They're just a thinner version. That's all. And just gonna add that in. This cooks up really quick, really fast, really green. Okay. That looks really, really, really good. All right, and I'm gonna have a bowl ready for us. Let's put it right there. All right, this really looks good. Let's do a little pinch of salt and pepper in here as well. Look at that color, those little black pepper flakes. Now, you can also use red pepper flakes in here if you want. That's okay too. And a little heat is always good for you. There we are. And you don't want to overcook these until they're really, really soft. You still want a little bite to it. So we have this. There we are. Let's just slide that right out. Man, these non-stick pans are super superb. Yep, love them. Easy cleanup. There we are. Now I'm going to add just a little more oil to the pan. You know, every time I say I'm going to add some oil to the pan, I think of Nipsey Russell in The Wiz saying, slide some oil to me. Okay, just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, so there we have sugar snap peas. And I just happen to love sugar snap peas. Now, you can use anything you want. You can use snow peas, you can use edamame. You could use whatever you like in your green dish. These are just the ones that I have chosen and I found to be as flavorful as I like them. I am pouring in some peas. Now, you can blanch and shock all of your vegetables separately and have them ready to toss into the pan, but why do that for this dish? You can eat them fresh just as they are. The peas are frozen and I like that because somebody else did the work of opening them up, that's all. All right, so we have our peas and our sugar snap peas. Let's just let that warm up. They harmonize a little bit, get together. Now this is very quick and easy. That's one of the reasons also that I like this dish is because I can do all my prep like a few days in advance and just have them sitting in the refrigerator with in little bags ready for me to dump everything in. So when I come home, that's all I have to do. Now here I have tomatillo. I'm just gonna throw it in. Now I could have used contrasting tomato colors, cherry tomatoes, pear tomatoes, but since my theme is green, I'm just going to stick with that. Did you notice my green spatula? All right. This smells good. You know, every time I do a dish on the air and it involves peas, my girlfriend in Florida will shoot me a text or an email and she'll remind me of the day I made sweet peas for her at my home when we were in high school. She was so impressed because I added milk and butter to the peas in the pot. And she thought it was just amazing. And really, that was just something I learned from my mother. All right, so we have that. And this is quick, this is easy, I'm telling you. Now, while we're waiting, I'm going to turn this off because I want to make sure that I cut up the kiwi here. But I also want to mix this back into the pan with everything together, just quick enough that I can get that garlic all nice and sauteed. So let's just cut this up quickly. And you say, what's with the kiwi? And it is because we are going to put the kiwi on the top as a garnish, but also because it's blue. It's green. There we are. Okay, see on that part, that's where your little 2-year-old said, "Mommy, the lady said that was blue." And then you reward them with ice cream for getting it right. Okay, so we have a kiwi here, green. And it's just beautiful. And I also like the golden kiwi. That I think that one might be just a little bit sweeter, maybe a lot sweeter. But I really like the golden kiwis as well. And then there is another fruit that has the taste and texture of kiwi, and that is dragon fruit. It's also beautiful. It's the color of this jacket on the outside, but then when you slice into it, has the same little black seeds in it, and but the flesh is white. So it's really, really good. Now, there we are. I'm just gonna take that little hard piece off right there. All right. There we are. And again, this is just for a garnish, and it tops everything off and makes it sort of kind of pop because it's it has the slightly sweet flavor. But then paired with the balsamic glaze, which is going to go on the bottom of the plate, it all comes together and harmonizes beautifully. Yes, I can hear it singing, but I don't think you can in TV land when it all comes together. All right, so let's put some of these back in here. And again, this is just sort of kind of bringing everything together. There we are. Very nice. I'm going to add in the garlic. And you say, "That's a lot of garlic." Yes, it is. And I'm gonna add in the fresh herbs, which are what? Green. All right, let's get all of that in together. Look at how beautiful that is. Want to make sure all my herbs get in there. I'm not going to add the kiwi because, again, I want the kiwi as the base, sort of kind of keeps everything together so that it doesn't roll all over your plate. Let's get that stirred well. Now, some things I added salt to that has absorbed the salt. So since we're doing the entire dish together in this pan, we're gonna add just a pinch more. Now that all looks so good. Now what we're going to do, because this is all finished, I'm gonna turn that off. What we're going to do now is take a quick break. And then when we come back, we will start plating this in 3 separate ways. So you can see how you can take something like this and use it for a whole meal, as well as you can add proteins to it. We will be right back. Cooking isn't the only thing we do around here. Sometimes we eat and eat. Check your local listings for showtimes. Hi, this is Chef Renee, and I have a quick and easy tip for you. When shopping in your local grocery store, select fresh fruits and vegetables that are colorful. Eating in color allows your body to get all the vitamins and nutrients it needs to sustain you. There are certain things in our bodies that we need to function and operate at maximum capacity. And just as we are all different, so are our needs. But eating in color satisfies all of those needs. Keep your body in tune and in harmony with nature. No one wants to upset Mother Nature. Welcome back, and this is my favorite part. It is plating. Now, there are some things you see on the counter that were not here before. That's because I'm magic. No. I have tricolor couscous here because it's one of my favorite things to use, and this is the Israeli version or the pearl version there, and I love to use that. So I've used that also with this dish, but I also have some brown rice here, looking kind of pale, but it's still brown rice, okay? And just to show you the variety of this. Now, you can also put this into a broth. You can also plate it and add any protein on top, you know, steak, salmon, scallops, shrimp. They are very good on top of this. But you make your choice. I'm just doing the veggie thing today. So remember I told you I was going to put the kale in the bottom. That's why I didn't mix it in. So I'm just going to make a little design here. And this balsamic glaze has a lot of flavor. It's balsamic vinegar with shallots and a little bit of brown sugar and a pinch of salt. And I let it cook down, and until it starts to thicken. And I take it off, let it cool, and bam, right? And you can use this for anything. So I'm gonna put a little bit of kale on the plate. And remember, kale is loaded with all kinds of vitamins and goodies. And then I'm going to take some of the veggies. And I'm just gonna put them on the plate. That's all I'm gonna do. Put it on the plate. Yeah, and I put the balsamic on the bottom because I want a bite. I want a taste of it in every bite. Now here we have, and I'm just gonna use my fork, we have the kiwi that was sitting there. I love adding the kiwi because it just gives it just a little sweetness, and kiwi goes very well with the glaze. So we have our dish there, and people can see that when they scoop, they're gonna get some of that flavor in there. Now, of course, the dish would not be complete without a garnish. So here is my big green garnish. Woo! Can you hear that? Okay. All right, so this is what we prepared today, but I have something else. Remember I said I was magic? Shazam! Here we go. These are the dishes that have been prepared with the couscous there. And we also have one with the rice. If you're not feeling that hungry, but you're feeling green, there we go. And then we have green on green. I'm awesome. Yeah. All righty. So that's what we prepared today. You can use a whole host of vegetables. You can get this recipe online at wintv.org. Go to On Demand, look for Simply Chef Renee, and you'll find the recipe, this episode right there. Or you can check us out at www.simplychefrenee.com. Click on recipes and it will be there like magic. I want to thank all of my sponsors today. I want to thank you for having me into your home, and you have a wonderful day. I'm going to dig in. Eat in color. It's good for you.
Simply Chef Renee is sponsored by